her down. Oh, it's time. It's time. You ready? You ready, co-host? No, I'm just playing. You ready, co-host? Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. We're gonna get some folks. Un momento, mommy, slow up your tempo. Un momento, un momento, un momento, un momento. Hey, Charlene. Hello, hello, hello. I don't know. Depend. I'm gonna gauge how the conversation goes tonight, but we're gonna have a we're gonna have a talk uh um for us specifically. Anybody and everybody can join, but I need to talk to us specifically because no other you don't see nobody else jumping on social media and saying the things that we are saying to each other. At least I don't see it. And so I'm gonna give folks about, hey Darlene, hello. Y'all hit the thumbs up button on your way in. We're gonna give it about oh, one more minute. One more minute and we're gonna get started. Mercury is here, my co-host is in the building. My co-host. So and I'll probably air, not y'all, cause y'all get it, y'all understand where I'm coming from, and this is open dialogue for sure. I'm not here to play the blame game and none of the sort. I'm not here to do that, but I am here to talk to because there's some people on social media who are the loudest in the room, and so the logical people can't be heard because the illogical people are the loudest in the room, if that makes sense. So let's go ahead and get into it. So, as we all know, Trump is now the 47th president. Kamala lost. Some of y'all may be wondering because at one point, hey Scorpio, at one point y'all heard me say, oh, voting for the lesser of the two evil. Y'all heard what I had to say. But I did vote, and then I went to bed. I was on the phone with um, my ex, and I was like, "You need to go to sleep because I'm going to sleep." And um, I may have to. And y'all, let me just tell y'all if it's spammed up if it's spammed up, get rid of it. You understand what I'm saying? Um, I may have to add some more mods. So if you want to be a mod, and well, if you one of my people, and you want to be a mod tonight, just let me know. But so Kamala lost, right? And we all seen, hell, even Jeremy went viral on Twitter X over, hey Blue Angel, hello. Went viral over his opinion of Obama. Basically, this election felt very threatening, um, and I don't think anybody should have felt intimidated, threatened, forced. I don't feel like any aggression should have been. Thank you. Any aggression would should have been in this election. Um, None of that, right? So I have seen people, black people specifically. I have seen y'all hit the subscribe. I mean, yeah, hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. But hit the thumbs up button. I'm trying to keep my thoughts together. I'm not gonna be paying attention to the chat for real. I'm just gonna be talking. So we all saw the videos of there were some black people, that black men and black women who were very vocal about who they did or didn't want. Hey Gina, who they did or didn't want to vote for. Hey Sherry. Um, but when you look at hey Sherry, I just literally just said hey Sherry. But when you look at the numbers, and that's why I put it up there as my thumbnail. If you look at the numbers, black people did get out like we did with Obama. We did get out and vote for Kamala. 91% of black women voted for Kamala, right? 80% of black men voted for Kamala. So, and then people can say, well, it should have been 100%. Well, it's never going to be 100% of anything, right? But black men did vote, whether it was against their better judgment or there was something that they wanted to do. Black men did get out and vote for Kamala, right? The problem is this. For us to fault and blame each other when we are, at the end of the day, the minority. We are. We are the minority. Our vote is included, yes, but looking at the numbers, it says the other. The other, you know what I'm saying? The other other is who gave that election and who voted for Trump. It was not black women who handed that election over. It was not black men who handed that election over. It wasn't that. And it's very disheartening to see black women, and y'all probably saying, well, black men on the internet doing it too. I haven't. Black people did turn out for this election. I think 80% is a damn good number. I think for black men to come out and vote, I think 90, considering, I think 91% of black women getting out there and voting is a very good number. You know what I'm saying? But at the same, hey Tanae, but at the same time, that's not what the news is saying. Well, it depends on what news station you're watching, right? But again, it's not, we as black people, we can't sit and do that. We can't. Do you think white people are sitting around saying, "Oh, I blame white men, and I hope white men, get shot, and y'all and black men, y'all deserve whatever happened to y'all moving forward for the next 4 years, and we not gonna feel sorry for y'all, and we ain't gonna march for y'all. We not gonna do this, and we not gonna do that, and this, that, and the third." No, you understand what I'm saying? I need my mods to get in a bag. I know Gina is the only one in here, but I think Tanae is in here as well. So I'm gonna need y'all to, get mixed in. Again, this is a conversation for my people. My people meaning black people. We don't have to do that on social media. We don't have to scream, and we don't have to we don't have to place the blame game on each other. We don't, y'all, because at the end of the day, it's not our fault. It's not. At the end of the day, black people did show up and show out. At the end of the day, black people did get up and vote. Yes, would it have changed anything if it was 100% of black men, 100% of black women? Well, we all know with elections, you never gonna get 100% of anything. And we can really only go off of the numbers that we are seeing. You see what I'm saying? And so go ahead and get subscriber up out of here, Gina, please. Because we don't spam. You said it once and we get it, right? it's very disheartening. Yes, at the end of the day, we it's what it looks like, right? At the end of the day, like I told you guys, I don't agree. I personally don't like that he won, right? I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, because of my own personal reasons. But it's we don't have to continue to divide ourselves over something that we literally had no control over. And I'm not trying to make excuses for anybody, but what I'm saying is at the end of the day, it's you versus everybody. At the end of the day, the problem is that our government allowed a person of that caliber to be able to run again for presidency. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like let's just get to the crux of some things. Our government gave Trump the green light to be able to run again. Did they say, yeah, you can run, thinking that he wouldn't win? It's a possibility. You know, everything is a 50-50. But there's some people who didn't hear her because there's some people that feel like she wasn't saying anything to be heard. Was Trump saying anything to be heard? I don't think either one of them. I ain't gonna hold you up. I don't think either one of them was saying anything to be heard. But when you tell people they have a right to vote, they have a right to their opinion. They have a right to use their voice. They have a right to express themselves. And you get mad. And I heard on a podcast today that it was Joe Budden's podcast, that Joe Budden and ICE was looking up people to see if they went and voted. Like it's too much. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just really it's really ridiculous. Um and I know that as African American people, black people, I know what we wanted. Okay? I I know what we felt was needed. You know what I'm saying? But what we can say is at the end of the day, what we can say is that one, you have to protect yourself at all costs. You have to protect yourself and your family at the end of the day. Two, the black man has already been put into an invisible position, low key. And when I say invisible, he's out of the house. You know what I'm saying? Like when you hear black women say, I hope y'all die. I hope y'all get shot by the police. Like that's disheartening. Because as black women, we all have men in our families. Am I gonna go to every man in my family and ask them who they voted for? No. And if they did vote for Trump, am I going to disown somebody in my family? No. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna have to choose a side. You're going to have to choose a side, and it's not Republican and Democrat. It ain't that. You're going to have to choose a side. Okay? At some point, everybody, we're even after this election, y'all, we're still all on the same playing field. We are. And it's just disheartening oh, that's what I was going to say. At the end of the day, we were given, we elected. I'll say we elected because I can go into the electoral college. I can do all of that, but that ain't what this live is for. At the end of the day, we had we were able to see a black man become president. Not only did we get a chance to see a black man become president, we saw that black man sit in that position for 8 years. Regardless of your opinion, regardless of my opinion about that man, he was still a black man that sat in that position for 8 years. Now, having a black woman, um, hold on, because I'm not reading I think everybody, If you got a social security number, you should be able to vote, felon or not. I think everybody should be allowed to vote. You know what I'm saying? You getting caught up with some weed shouldn't stop you from being able to vote. Like your rights don't stop because you're a felon, right? But we, like I said, we were given Kamala. I mean, not Kamala. We were given Obama, and it would have been dope to have because of what it looks like. But I don't want as, and it's easier said than done. But I don't want as Black people for us to fall into despair. I don't want us as Black people to feel like our world is over because we've had to fight. We're in an ongoing fight. We fight for us. We fight for our kids. We fight, and I know as Black people, you get tired of fighting. You want something to be put into place for the protection of Black people, but we're not. And it's not the fact that Black men hate Black women. That's not that. Trust me, Black men are just as tired as Black women. Everybody's tired at this point. And yes, he is going to get into office and he is going to do a lot of shit. I agree. I said it this morning. This is going to be a very long 4 years. And after that 4 years, it's going to be time to vote again. So, do I think he is going to set people back? Um, do I think he's going to try and turn back the hands of time? I feel like the hands of time have been set back so many times before. This is not the first time where Republicans have dominated all branches of government. This is not the first time. The world got through it then and will get through it now. You understand what I'm saying? Another thing is that if you have kids, your kids shouldn't feel like you are supposed to be the strength, male or female. You supposed to be the strength for your kids. And again, my people coming in, hey, I'm sorry, I'm not even reading the chat. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button. I don't really get into this that much as I used to, but from what I've been seeing on the internet, families being divided. Thanksgiving gonna look real crazy in some households. And that's not funny, but Thanksgiving is gonna look crazy in a lot of households. I just don't. I think we've endured a lot as the American people. I do. Specifically, Black American people have endured a lot. So, as a Black woman, I'm not going to point the finger at every time something doesn't go Black people's way. I'll say it, and some of y'all not gonna like me for saying this, but as soon as something doesn't go the way we want it to go, we instantly want to disown each other. Instantly. I seen a girl say, "Ladies, it's time. It's time to look out for yourself, to be there for yourself, to care about yourself, to raise your kids by yourself." Like, what? What? That's crazy to me. Because at the end of the day, we are going to need each other. We are going to need each other. As a Black woman, I need my Black man. As a Black woman, I need Black men. I need my Black cousins, my uncles, my Black friends, my Black baby daddy. I need them. I can't live in this world alone. I can't. I need some sort of protection from the Black man. And some people may say, "Oh, you're a pick-me." No, it's reality. As much as we feel like we can do it alone and we can do it by ourselves, and it's not by choice. Those of us that are doing it by ourselves and doing it alone, it's not by choice. Trust me, it's not by choice. It's because we were placed in a position where we had to. But your kids are supposed to look up to you. That's who your kids are supposed to look up to. Your kids, you are supposed to be your child's hero. You are supposed to be who your child wants to be. You are you. You have a conversation with your kids and explain some things to them. Explain how government works. Explain how an election works. That good old electoral college, explain that to them. Because every time something popped up on the TV, it wasn't, oh, this many people came out and voted. It was, oh, they got 15 more electoral votes. They got 6 more electoral votes. They got 50 something electoral votes. That's the problem. But we'll get into that on another live. I know there are people who voted for Trump. I know people are concerned in regards to Project 2025. I would advise a lot of people to, and it may seem intimidating, it may seem confusing, but they put everything out there for you. Nothing is hidden. Nothing. Whether you want to hear somebody on TikTok reading it to you or telling you about it, whether you want to hear somebody on YouTube reading about it and telling you about it, that's fine. But what I advise everybody to do is become educated on Project 2025 and what that looks like for the American people. If and when 20 Project 2025 is implemented, it's going to turn this world, this country on its head. It is. In the last live, we had somebody in there who was explaining, what it was and some of the things that's in it, and I got educated a little bit more on it. And I'm going to continue to get educated upon it. Hey, unbeknownst to me, hello. Um, but educate yourself on some of these bills that are going to be getting passed. Educate yourselves on, Project 2025 specifically. Educate yourself on martial law. Educate yourself on everything. All you at this point, education is key. Knowledge is key. If they said if they it's always it's that saying, if you want to hide something from somebody, put it in a book. Everything's on the internet, so it's not in the book. But y'all understand what I'm saying. Hey, all my people coming in. Hey, y'all. Hey. Um, I just don't want there to continue to be division amongst us when unfortunately we are the minority. We came out and we did what we needed to do. Were there some of us who did vote for Trump? Absolutely. And stand 10 toes down in voting for Trump? Absolutely. There are some black people who did that. They did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and maybe they wholeheartedly agree. Um, wholeheartedly agree with that man. Like, I don't know. I don't know. One, because I don't, and it's unfortunate that you can't talk politics with people. Hey, Keita. It's unfortunate. I'm so sorry, y'all, if I haven't said hey to everybody. I'm so sorry. I'm really not even looking at I'm looking down every now and then, but I'm not really like reading like I normally would the comments. Um, am I mad about today? Well, Joe, you've never heard me speak, but no, I'm not upset about today. Um, the reason why I'm not upset today is because I foresaw this happening. The writing was on the wall. And my people will tell you, I Hey Aries B. Um, I, in so many words said that they wouldn't give this. They wouldn't let that happen. Um, she was running, and mind you, Biden and his wife is outside doing a big one. They kicking it. They chilling. Um, but you see, even in this live, as y'all can see, there's a lot of ignorance going on. Because sidebar, if you want to know who's on welfare the most, is white women. It's not black women. That's taking up the biggest percentage of welfare. It's white women. It's white women who are on food stamps more than black women. So, you see what I'm saying? So when you have that type of shit on the internet, that's the type of shit that you had going to the polls. But I'm speaking to us. We can't keep outwardly dismissing, disrespecting each other. We can't. We shouldn't keep doing that. Hey B. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I'm not reading the comments. Um, I did my research, and even you guys would hear me say, vote for the lesser of the two evils. Why put either evil in office? If nobody, and I mean, and it would never happen, but if nobody but nobody ever in 4 years went out and voted, the funny part is then y'all would really see who puts the president in office. Because some people still believe that they rock the vote and they don't. But again, as I digress, um, we just can't keep doing this to each other. I it is it's nasty. It's nasty to hear when black people reside everywhere and there's states. You see that's why there's red states and there's blue states. You know what I'm saying? Like there's states that's gonna stand 10 toes with their Republican or with their Democrat. So if you're black in that state, 10 times out of 10, you're gonna stand with your Republican, regardless of who he is. If you're in a blue state, you're gonna stand with your Democrat, no matter who the fuck he is. But wonder why. Ask the question of why your government allows someone who of his caliber to be able to run. Whether they didn't believe he had a chance or not, why would you allow that to happen? As the government, as the United States government, you allow that to happen. It's not black men that's playing in black women's face. It's not black women that's playing in black men's face. It's not the American people that's playing in each other's face. It's not us. It's not us. So please don't agree with it doesn't matter, Tony. It's by default to make you feel like you did something. Because if it was strictly off of the people's vote, you wouldn't have an electoral college. If it was strictly off of the people voting, there would be no need for an electoral college. It just wouldn't be a need for it. It could be, 77% of people in 70-30. 70 people in California voted for Trump. 30% of people voted for Kamala, period. And you would see it move like that. 100% of Mississippi voted for Trump. 90% in Georgia voted for Kamala. 10% voted for, you would see it like that if a vote really mattered. And that's the problem. Anybody shouldn't be able to vote. There's any and everybody just shouldn't be able to. Any and everybody just shouldn't be able to. And everybody is entitled to their opinion. Unless it's completely ridiculous, then you're gonna have to head out. But everybody is entitled to their opinion. You tell me, lucky me. You tell me why we fought so hard. Hmm. Because if somebody has the right to do something, we should have the right. If you see white people voting, why can't black people vote? We're people. That's why we fought hard, because at the end of the day, we're people. We are not less than. We are people. I am a person. I am not less than. I am not a fucking 3% person. I'm not that. I'm 100% person. So yes, as black people, we wanted that right because it didn't make sense for us not to have that right. It was absurd for us to not be able to have that right. The same reason why we fought for so many other rights. But if you in your heart of hearts, I can't blame you for that. And I don't fault anybody for believing that voting, that the people's vote matters. I'm not going to fault anybody for that. That's your opinion. You know, it is what it is. I don't fault anybody for that. Hey, Crystal. I don't fault anybody for their opinion. Hit the thumbs up, please. Subscribe if you haven't already. Um, it's just in the next 4 years, we're gonna feel a lot. We're gonna feel a lot economically. Um, we're gonna feel a lot socially. We're going to feel is going to we're going to feel like we're being squeezed tight. Um, and depending on where you live at, um, you may experience more police issues. Depending on where you're at, and I say depending is because in Las Vegas we don't really, our police department don't really move. You don't, or shit, we just don't hear about it. I don't know, but um, depending on where you at, you or your child or both may um experience some racism ramped up. And all I can tell you is defend yourself. See, if we had that same energy in defending ourselves against racism as we do fighting each other, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. If we put some of that energy that we have fighting, we'll fight each other tooth and nail. And cry when we get called a nigger. All I'm saying is this. And I'm not gonna be on here too much longer. I hadn't planned on making this a long drawn out live or whatever, but all I want to say is that we have to stop. We have to stop. It's we're dividing ourselves. Absolutely. We have to stop. The best way we know how, the best way we can. Because at the end of the day, carry peace in your hearts and spread love. Absolutely, lucky me. Seeing that on social media, the despair. We don't have to fall into despair. In the midst of looking for a leader, find the leader within. Find the leader within. Lead your household. Find the leader within. Lead your family. Be a leader within. Be a leader within your family. Do that. Because at the end of the day, y'all, it's really us versus everybody. Us versus them. I can't foresee, I can't predict what the next 4 years is going to look like. I don't know. I can't call it exactly. I wish I could, but I can't call it. All I can tell you is pay attention and don't be easily distracted. Pay attention. That's all I can say. So, like I said, I wasn't going to be on here long. I may go back and read the comments. Thank you to my people who came in real quick. If I have any new subscribers, welcome to the channel. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. You can always support the channel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, cash out. Uh, but yeah, we have to. Nothing changes if nothing changes, and everything changes starting with the mindset. So I love y'all to pieces. You guys are amazing. You guys are dope as fuck. And I will be back. Today is what, Wednesday? If I'm not back, I'll be back sometime this week. I ain't gonna even say when because oh, and really quick, don't forget he has been in office before. He was number 45. Remember that. And reflect back to what that 4 years looked like. Love y'all. Hit the like button on your way out. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Go find somebody and give them a hug. I was just about to hit the exit button. Go find somebody and give them a hug. Go find somebody and tell them you love them. And just let them know it's going to be okay. Now I'm gone. Bye.